Hello, Evo Knievo. So, the new King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard album, Flight B741, has landed. What? Another one, I hear you say? Quite rightly so. This is the 26th studio album that King Giz have released since their debut, 12 Bar Brews, back in 2012. But like other very prolific bands, such as Guided by Voices, so far King Giz maintain a very, very high standard throughout their discography, and that's even with releasing multiple albums each year. So, does Flight B741 continue the Giz's hot streak? Let's see. So if you're new to King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, they, along with Tame Impala, have kind of spearheaded this blossoming Australian neo-psychedelic scene. They're a six-piece band whose albums jump from genre to genre, moving through so far blues rock, psych rock, acid folk, krautrock, thrash metal, etc., 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 but all delivered with their own inimitable style. Now, Flight B741, that marks the first studio album to be released on King Giz's own P Doom Records label, and their cover art was designed by Jason Galea, who they've worked with a lot in the past. It's actually little clay models. Each of these pigs is a clay model, and it kind of reminded me of the cover of my favourite King Giz album to date, which is Paper Mache Dream Balloon, which also has these little models on their cover art. First signs are good. So prior to this album being released, King Giz had been playing some of these songs live for about a year. Now, it's a 10-song album, which for me is just the perfect length for an album. It gives you enough that you feel really satisfied, but it doesn't outstay its welcome, and you kind of want to keep coming back for more. So without further ado, let's get into the songs. So the album opens up with the sublime Mirage City. It's got a lovely bit of upbeat guitar twang with great harmonies, harmonica. Think Allman Brothers or Creedence Clearwater Revival. It really sets the tone for the album. The Giz are in full-on 70s blues rock territory. It's probably, pound for pound, my favourite song on the album. Classic feel-good rock and roll. Next song, Antarctica, funks things up a little bit with more killer guitar and a fantastic harmonica line again from Ambrose Kenny Smith. This is one of several songs that have a real Exile on Main Street feel to them. It's got that groove and swagger in the rhythm section. Again, absolutely tremendous stuff. Next one, Raw Feel, another bit of southern countrified Americana with, you guessed it, more harmonica, and that's like one of the main kind of motifs that run through the album. There's absolutely killer harmonica right through the whole of Flight B741. There are also a few moments where the song breaks down and we're just left with this absolutely killer slide guitar. Then the drums come back in and we're absolutely off again. Really, really good. Next one then, we've got Field of Vision. This is a full-on stomper with great descending guitar lines ripping through the track before it breaks into this refrain where they sing, I've been a silly Billy. Who would have thought that those lyrics could sound so cool? But good time rock and roll, complete with whoops and yelps, and even some chimpanzee shrieks. Next then, we have Hog Calling Contest. It feels like the real call to arms for Flight B741, and we hear at the start, it kind of sounds like almost like some kind of radio jingle, but then we're into this rip-roaring country blues rocker with the most glorious harmonies. It reminds me a little bit of Working Man's Dead era Grateful Dead, except for on speed, complete with hog noises, absolutely joyous fun. So Hog Calling Contest kind of puts the chocks on side one of Flight B741. But before we move into side two, I'd like to show you a little bit of the packaging for this particular edition that I picked up. So I ordered this directly from the Gizverse, from their new label, P Doom, and it's similar to previous King Gizzard releases where you get this nice paper bag outer sleeve with a nice print that kind of continues this theme of Pigs Might Fly. It's got the title up here, Flight B741, P Doom 004 LP, a deluxe gatefold edition on recycled black wax. So yeah, I really like this. Came from Germany. And There you go, there's the front cover. So yeah, really quality. It's got a nice embossed front cover, which I really, really like. On the back, you've got a picture of the band. So you've got Stu McKenzie, vocals, guitar, bass guitar. You've got Ambrose Kenny Smith, vocals, harmonica, saxophone, mellotron, and piano. Joey Walker, vocals, guitar, bass guitar. Michael Kavanagh, or Cav, on vocals, drums, and percussion. Cook Craig, vocals, organ, and mellotron. And Lucas Harwood, vocals and piano, with Sam Joseph on pedal steel guitar. There's that inner. Again, continuing this cool pig artwork. Really, really nice package. Okay then, so digging inside, what do we get? We've got a nice inner with the lyrics. I just got it on black vinyl, which is really cool. And on this deluxe package, you also get a nice poster, which again has this pig artwork on one side. Let's see. So you've got that pig artwork on one side. On the other side, it's a cool poster of the band. Yeah, nothing too fancy. Yeah, but really nice. Everything's really well done. Feels like real quality paper. It's been put together nicely. Expect nothing less from King Gizzard. Side 2 lands then with Le Risque, and this was the first single from the album. Had a really, really cool video, really funny, all around this kind of theme of aircraft and aircrew. It's just a really irresistible boogie rock foot stomper a la Gene Genie. The band were really keen to kind of introduce a collaborative feel to this album, and this really, really comes across on Le Risque as they pass the mic around across different members of the band. And the song even marks the debut of the band's drummer, Cav's, or his vocal debut, I should say. It's a kind of upbeat ZZ Top rock beast with another killer harmonica solo. And it's also got really funny lyrics, kind of funny, over the top. Try the risk it sits at the tip of my tiny prick. And it name checks famous risk takers like Evel Knievel and Philip Petit. The overall message then of the song is, don't give in to society's norms and be ready to challenge the truth that we're all kind of spoon-fed from birth. Anyway, the album's eponymous track, Flight B741, is next, and it's another Exile on Main Street styled blues rocker with more fantastic harmonica and great harmonising. It's also got some lovely piano through it. It's a bit smoother than some of the other songs on the album, but yeah, another really nice track. That gives way then into Sad Pilot, and that's a little bit more of a southern blues rocker with more great guitar. It's got a kind of Leonard Skinner vibe and has one of the best choruses in the whole album. The penultimate track then is Rats in the Sky. Now, Rats in the Sky is probably the jauntiest song on the whole album. It's got this kind of very bouncy little piano line that runs through it. Really upbeat, and some great kind of doo-wop backing vocals as well, which are a lot of fun. Then we finish on Daily Blues, a big southern barbecue of canned heat and ZZ Top blues rock, full of great riffs, squealing harmonica, and joyous, loose blues rock. That's a great closer for the album. So for Flight B741, bandleader Stu McKenzie had said King Gizzard wanted to make something that was primal, instinctual, and more from the gut. Just people in a room doing what feels right. They wanted to make something that was really fun, and they've massively succeeded. Now, Stu McKenzie used to be a guitar teacher, and he would spend hours and hours breaking down classic guitar rock songs for his students to learn, and that really comes across, I think, on this album. The band draw on classic 70s rock throughout, During this review, I think I've mentioned ZZ Top, Grateful Dead, Exile on Main Street, Era Stones. However, the Giz have this amazing kind of knack of never really sounding derivative or descending into stale pastiche. They take these influences and they channel them in a way that keeps this spirit alive, but also sounds uniquely King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Well, to sum up, the most exciting rock band in the world right now? Maybe. Another killer album to add to their already impressive discography? Definitely. Boom!